2 weeks I've spoke about my mum's death, and I really wanted to talk about my mum's, so you can just understand why we're just absolutely heartbroken. Because me and my sister did a speech at my mum's funeral, and one of the things I said is I would literally choose my mum to be my mum in every single lifetime. Like, I feel so blessed that she was my mum. Like, my mum was born and raised from Warsaw, as yam and as common as they come. I was born in Staghill, number 20 Staghill Road is where she, like, as a child. And she was just one of the funniest people you will ever meet. But I didn't know her was funny, which made her even funnier. She would do these one-liners and not even realise how funny she was, and we'd all just be like rolling on the floor. And then she'd start to laugh, and when my mum laughed, she had this certain look about her face, and I couldn't control it. Like, my mum was also really, really hard working. Like, I remember growing up, you know, she'd be taking us to school, going to work. When my dad used to work away, we'd all get up at like 2 a.m. so she could use the car. We'd be asleep in the back seat to drop my dad off, get us back. By the time he got us back, we'd have to go to school. She'd get ready for work with barely no sleep. The other thing that they spoke about at the funeral is how she used to put our, you know, your white shirts for school. Remember the foyers with like the lines, and you could have like 3 on or 5 on. She'd put our shirt over that just so there was like nice and warm for us to put on for school. She was also one of the most house proud women that, like, me and Natalie have literally took that away from our mum. Because literally, you know, on a Sunday morning, and I spoke about this in the speech as well, like, looking back, I'd do anything to go back there now, but at the time I would dread it. Like, you would know the spring clean was coming on a Sunday, and me and Natalie would be like, no, trying to avoid it, because I used to just, the music would be on, you would know. And I used to spend like 45 minutes on one kitchen cupboard, and I'd be on it all day. Like, I would not stop. Music would be blaring. I'd just be living the best life. And when I had a drink, because my mum loved George Michael, absolutely loved him, and, you know, a different corner would come on, and then I'd just be like in the kitchen, just like living the best life, listening to George Michael. My mum, though, was also a fiery fucker, and honestly, it's probably one of the things I loved most about her. She literally showed what a strong, independent woman was. Like, she didn't take no shit from absolutely nobody at all, and that's really, like, apparent how me and Natalie are now. When we used to watch, like, on a weekend when we'd all be home, because no matter where I was in the world, I used to always go back to my mum. Like, I always used to take my mates and that to her, because I loved just everyone meeting my mum. And on a weekend when it would just be us, she always used to tickle my feet. I'd be like, Mum, tickle my feet on the sofa, will you, babe? Go on, Mum. Go on, Mum. And I'd be like, oh, fucking hell, come here then. Like, there's just so many moments with my mum where I would do anything right now just to go back to him, because at that moment I never realised just how much I would want him and need him when she wasn't here. And I think that's in every aspect of grief, isn't it? The moment you don't have that person no more is the moment that the things that seem so small are now so big, and there's such a prevalence in your memory. My mum was literally one of the most beautifulest, bravest souls I have ever met in my life. She really was what I would consider puts the word into bravery. For the last 15 years, what she's gone through with her health, and she's always done it with such grace. Like, you wouldn't know the pain it was in. Like, my mum was literally a couple of hours from, like, going into that sleep before death, and she walked upstairs in the pain that she was in. She was just so strong and brave. Like, she did things that I wish I could do. Like, I wish I could even take 50% of who she was and just breathe it into my own life, because it would be an honour to take that. She was just so brave, courageous. She never moaned. Like, no matter what she got dealt, she dealt with it. And that's why I think the death of my mum has come as such a shock, because she always beat it. She always won. Like, there was things that we was like, how has she come back from this? And she wouldn't just come back. The girl would bounce back. That's how strong I was. One thing about my mum as well, she absolutely adored me and my sister. Like, we was the light of our lives, but then she had grandkids, and honestly, they could never do no wrong. Like, she was just loved she loved. Like, she was just amazing in every aspect of the word. She was just absolutely incredible. And man, I literally, you know, for people that might be in some kind of turmoil, and I know not every mother is great, I know that everyone don't have great relationship with the parents, but you know, now I see things, you know, little arguments we've had over the years, or you're like, oh, whatever. And I think to myself, oh my God, like, I think you realise when you lose that person that's the most closest to you, how much time isn't guaranteed. And, you know, that you just like, you should always tell that person you love them before bedtime. Never go to bed angry. Never hold on to things because you feel upset. Because one thing I've realised in losing my mum is that life is too short. It really, really is. For anyone that's in turmoil, you know, having arguments or feels a certain type of way, my advice would be try and fix it. Try and get through it, because tomorrow is never promised, and I really don't think my mum was going to die. Like, I cannot stress that enough. I knew she was sick, but I didn't expect to go home and 6 days later watch my mum take her last breath. And it's made me realise that I just don't know the future, and it's scary. But one thing I have, and I am going to be better at, is making sure that the people around me every single minute of every single day know that I love them. And if anything ever happens, they will have that comfort, like I've got the comfort of knowing that my mum loved us so, so much. And she went to her final sleep just surrounded by love. And it's important that we do that.